The human face displays one of the strongest indicators of emotions. Today, I'm going to talk about the usage of behavior analysis in the insurance sales industry. When clients display facial expression, it allows the sales agent a glimpse into their thoughts and emotion. Even if these emotions are being concealed, sales agents well-trained in behavior analysis are able to detect, read, and interpret the client's emotions. Success of an insurance agent may be as good as the rapport, trust, and confidence that he or she is able to gain from their clients. Because people buy from people that they trust and like, this is where skills and knowledge in behavior analysis comes in handy. The elements of behavior analysis that I have chosen are the 6 channels analysis in real time, or SCANR, and the psychology of attention, which I call the yin and yang of behavior analysis. In this particular situation, it has the effect of balancing each other. The objectives of using SCANR and psychology of attention is to deepen the rapport with the clients, gain their confidence in order to be able to advise and convince them more effectively and more efficiently, and also to lessen the pitfalls that sales agents sometimes fall prey to, like resistance from the clients, dislike being sold to, and distrust of salespeople. All these have to be done with the underlying intention of having the best interests of the clients at heart and being genuinely interested in their needs and meeting their needs. In this case, microexpressions are very important because it enhances the sales agent's sensitivity to the client's minute facial behaviors. Mayo and highly. People in general are not comfortable about sharing information that they feel ashamed or embarrassed about. Skills in facts has many benefits. In this case, reading microexpression allows the sales agent to better analyze the displayed emotions of the clients in real time and identify their general state of emotion. Understanding this allows the sales agent to be preemptive if they notice any red flags in the client's facial expression, and this allows them to address any unspoken issues. Being able to take advantage of the windows of opportunities to remedy situation before it actually materializes helps the sales agent to avoid any misunderstanding and or embarrassment towards the client. Has the fear been triggered by a stimulus about the price, the premium per month, the payment date? So what can the sales agent do about it? A trained sales agent will be able to read and interpret that and do something to allay the fear, the dislike, or the surprise that the client is trying to signal unconsciously to him. Disgust, on the other hand, could possibly signal that the client may not be liking what he is hearing or seeing. Without causing any embarrassment to the client, the sales agent may proceed to explain further about the package that he is presenting, maybe because the premium is slightly higher due to the additional or enhanced coverage. In any case, it allows the sales agent to preempt and address any fears, disgust, or surprise that the client may be having inside their mind that they are not sharing verbally to the sales agent. Being able to tell micro-expression of happiness, which can represent joy, pleasure, and contentment, is also very important for a sales agent. If the sales agent were to identify that split-second micro-expression of happiness, maybe it is an indication for him to stop selling, or else he might get to the point of annoying the client instead. Always bear in mind the baseline. Are all the micro-expressions of fear, discount, and surprise out of context? This is why attentiveness is so very important. The very fact why I have decided to use the psychology of attention to complement SCANR. In addition to reading micro-expressions, the ability to read and interpret the client's psychophysiology in real time and covertly is akin to watching TV in high definition. Our natural senses can detect minute details and appreciate a deeper nuance of the client's unconscious signals from their behavior and their appearance. Breathing rate changes are quite easy to see. For example, stopping of breathing is common in fear response. Shorter breaths in the upper chest is possibly a signal of anger or fear. If these changes is out of context or baseline, then it may be something for the sales agent to pay close attention to. To gain trust of the client, the sales agent first needs to build rapport. Eye contact and active listening is very important here. Rapport assists the agent to bypass the client's critical factor, thus being more open to what he or she presents to them. Applying the psychology of attention and mindfulness helps create the condition to analyze the behavior of the client and understand their objections and resistance, if any, objectively and with empathy. It also allows the sales agent to be more present and become aware of any biases he may have, aware of his own emotional state, and prevent any contamination. And in tandem with scanner, being attentive and mindful allows the sales agent to mirror and match the verbal as well as non-verbal language of the client. With the endogenous attention, as the client communicates their needs and/or requirements, the sales agent pays close attention to his micro-expression, communicative as well as linguistic cues. And with system to attention, in analyzing the client's behavior, the agent also needs to be consciously aware of himself, the environment that they both are in, their overall context, and the moment-to-moment behaviors that occurs during their interaction. This is a good thing because he may have the advantage of managing his own otherwise automatic bodily response in case personal bias creeps in and leads to him to contaminate the interaction. With attention and mindfulness, the sales agent will be better able to suspend judgment and provide the client with the attention that he or she needs at the very moment. The agent's awareness of his own verbal and non-verbal responses towards his clients, as well as his own very behavior, allows him to actively regulate and be in control of himself, his personal biases and preconceived judgment. Bias happens due to many reasons. It could be due to the sales agent's perception of the client's race and ethnicity or the client's physical appearance, which may cause the sales agent to make assumptions on the client's educational level and economic status. For example, suggesting to the client to opt for the cheaper alternatives, which may unknowingly insult the emotions of the client. The sales agents must maintain objectivity at all times. While making certain judgments does not imply that the sales agent is wrong, it might lead to confirmation bias. This is where mindfulness comes in. Objectivity also prevents what we call me theory, whereby the sales agent stays mindful that each and every one of their clients are different and unique. The needs and wishes of one client are not necessarily the same with another client who shares the same income level and other personal background. In applying scanner, a sales agent may be tempted or drawn to thinking about the next questions to their clients in order to elicit more information from them with regards to their. The sales agent needs to be aware that as soon as he does this, he is in the future and no longer present with the client right in front of him, which may affect his rapport. Thus, the sales agent should embrace curiosity and accept that his clients, as every humans are, have their own idiosyncratic behaviors, and not all behaviors need to be judged and be addressed. Hence, it will do wonders for every sales agent to practice what we term as cleaning down before every engagement with their clients. That is, doing an internal scan of his or her own emotional state and frame of mind. Keep any particular biases, if any, in check. Last but not least, a very important tool that should be in the sales toolbox of every sales agent is the technique of visualization. Visualizing his mind as a jar of sand, the sand representing his many thoughts and feelings of the day. And as he breathes and stays still, he allows the sand to settle. The water becomes clear, and so is his mind, his emotion, and his thoughts, preparing himself to be ready for an engagement with the clients. Currently, behavior analysis is still largely untapped in the insurance sales industry, but it holds great potential. Moving forward, this sector ought to make the behavior analysis skill set a part of staff training and put in place a system of measurement to track its effectiveness.